Let's talk about coaches.
With the rumors circulating today about a specific job opening, what do you have to say about your future in Aggieland?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty selfish of you to ask me that question.
This is Jim Schlossnagle, Texas A&M's head baseball coach for 3 seasons.
To be honest with you, but I left my family to be the coach at Texas A&M. I took the job at Texas A&M to never take another job again, and that hasn't changed in my mind. That's unfair to talk about something like that. That'd be like you asking Montgomery if he's going to sign in the draft. But I understand you got to ask the question, but I gave up a big part of my life to come take this job, and I've poured every ounce of my soul in this job, and I've given this job every single ounce I can possibly give it. So write that.
Coach, thank you very much.
Wow. So a strong response from Schlossnagle, who has compiled a record of 135-62. Clearly, he believes the question was completely out of the blue and uncalled for. After all, his Texas A&M Aggies lost on June 24th in the College World Series to the Tennessee Volunteers in a let's be clear, very hard-fought series. It was also heartbreaking the way that it ended, as Tennessee bounced back from a Game 1 loss to win 2 straight and become the first number 1 national seed in the NCAA tourney to win the title since Miami in 1999. It seems evident that Schlossnagle needs time. He gave the image and painted the picture that this is difficult to rebound from, and the question is inappropriate, right? Then this happened.
So Jim Schlossnagle dominated the news cycle on Tuesday. For those who maybe were living under a rock, Jim Schlossnagle was the head baseball coach at Texas A&M. He is now the head baseball coach at Texas. Now, what makes this interesting is Texas A&M was 7 outs away from winning the College World Series on Sunday night. Then Tennessee forced a Game 3. Then Tennessee beats them by a run in the deciding game on Monday. On Tuesday, Schlossnagle is announced as the Texas coach.
It's true. Schlossnagle, after giving that fiery speech in the name of loyalty, bolted for rival Texas, who play in the same exact conference.
His answer was embarrassing. All you have to say is, listen, we just walked off the field where we gave our guts, left our guts on that field, and all I care about tonight is my players. And I mean, make a stand. Instead, he chastised the reporter. It was all about him. I left my family behind for this job. It's the last job I'll ever have, and look, 19 hours later, it's being reported by multiple outlets in Texas that he's leaving.
Exactly. It is embarrassing. It is very embarrassing. Schlossnagle not only went after a reporter for clearly asking a very valid question on the subject, but then pledged allegiance to the Texas A&M Aggies and says it is the only place for him, which quite honestly reminds us of this.
I'm very proud to be endorsed by President Trump. I'm running to help him drain the swamp and build the wall. I'm Tommy Tuberville, and I approve this message because I won't back down.
Former football coach and current Alabama Senator Tommy Tuberville.
Hey, I was a football coach. I dealt with more minorities than everybody in this building.
Who has given so many wild quotes, it's hard to keep up. Tuberville pulled a Schlossnagle back in his day a few times. If you have no idea what I am talking about, I'm about to tell you. While head coach with the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Tuberville stepped away from a dinner with several recruits and assistant coaches, and he never returned to the table. The next morning, they would learn, and many would learn, really being caught off guard and utterly surprised, that that man accepted an offer to become the next head coach at the University of Cincinnati with the Bearcats, while serving within the same position and same title at Ole Miss. Tuberville gave A quote that will live in infamy when he said, "They'll have to carry me out of here in a pine box." Okay. Some 48 hours later, after making this very strong statement, Tommy Tuberville would step onto a private jet that was sent from Charles Barkley's alma mater, Auburn University, and take the job after all. Mississippi Today would write, "Turns out no pine box was required." The outlet would then write, "In one of Auburn's luxurious private jets, swept from the cow fields of northern Mississippi to the plains of central Alabama, where he was introduced as the Tigers' coach at a news conference with a salary of nearly $1 million, doubling his pay at Ole Miss." For Schlossnagle, here was his introductory presser. Go for it.
Of it being a last job, and then you said that your mind hadn't changed beyond that. So, number one, what changed, and then number two, what would you say to those Texas A&M people that supported you that feels like that you intentionally misled them?
Well, I didn't intentionally mislead them.
What do you mean? What do you mean? How? I didn't intentionally mislead them. I just gave this harrowing story about how I sacrificed so much for my family and I left them behind to take this job. I bleed for Texas A&M. My heart is here. My life is here. I took this job because it is my dream job. Your question is preposterous and silly. And then he takes the Texas job. Can't write this stuff, man. Sports. So John McClain, a longtime media member, would tweet this: "The first thing Jim Schlossnagle should do is call the Texas Ags reporter," that being Richard Zane, "and apologize for insulting him about his question about the Longhorns' job after the defeat. Schlossnagle will never have any credibility again except in Austin."
Okay, people have been telling me for years it will not take long to develop Texas fatigue as they join the SEC. Mark me down, fresh off the golf course in 100-plus degree weather, that I have Texas fatigue. They fire their coach on the day that their rival Texas A&M is playing in the College Baseball World Series. So they distract their rival on National Championship Monday. I left my family for Texas A&M in this job. I've given my all, blah, 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 blah. And then less than 24 hours, that condescending coach, who I will not say his name, slides over and takes the job in Texas. That just doesn't feel good. So as an old SEC guy, welcome to the league. And I promise you on football Saturdays, whether you're playing in Starkville or in Nashville or in Athens or in Auburn or in Tuscaloosa or in Baton Rouge or Knoxville or Gainesville or any other ville that's been in the SEC for a while, just put me down as this.
Jim Dunaway would unload on the move and the politics behind it. There is so much here. And if Jim Schlossnagle indeed wants to make this right, though a lot of people are reserving their judgments because they already possess them. I agree with Mr. McClain that he should call up the reporter and apologize. Or if he truly believes that he did not mislead them, own it. Own the villain role. And, let's be clear, when all is said and done, if he wins, no one will care because they will say he made the right move.